Okay, the big question now is, does the original GoPro actually record in sound, or is that going to be able to make silent movies as well? Because it looks like my Dragon 3 has got to go back to the shop. Okay, after a successful sound test, we're now going to try and service my generator. We'll see how it goes. First thing I have to do is turn off the shoreline power so things don't get awfully confused. Now I've already made sure that the power start, remote start in the galley is turned to run, so everything should work from this end. We have a switch here which gives us off, auto and manual. If I turn it on to auto, hopefully the generator will start. But as soon as it hasn't been started since September, we will see. So there it goes to auto, and after a few seconds things might start happening. There we go. And it is singularly failed to start, so we'll turn it off. Turn that off. It sounds like it's not starting very fast. And we'll turn it back to auto. That is proper not wanting to start, so we will start again. Okay, it would appear that the generator was a little bit camera shy. What I've had to do is I've had to bypass the wire which comes from the generator, which powers the fuel pump, power the fuel pump for a few seconds, run some diesel through it so it's all primed, and now it should hopefully work and continue running under its own automatic start. So we'll do it again. We'll turn it on to auto, leave it a few seconds, and it should this time start up. We will see. And off she goes. It's very quiet outside, but a bit noisy in here. I now have to look outside to see if I've got bubbles coming from the exhaust so that I know the my water cooling is working. Which I have. As you can see, we have bubbles coming out from the water outlet. Generator now needs to run for a few minutes just to warm through in preparation for me emptying the oil and changing the oil. Okay, so the generator has been running for a few minutes now, so hopefully it should be warm enough. Now it's warmed up, I can go ahead and start thinking about changing the oil. The first thing I do is turn it all off again. Turn it off with that switch and wait for a few seconds again. Nothing reacts fast on this bed. And there it goes. Off it goes. Okay. Make sure the inverter's on, which it is. Nothing untoward happening out there. So cut. So the next thing we have to do is to free the generator from its cocoon soundproofing. So we'll do that. There are 5 clamps around, which is smooth, you won't be able to see a thing. And there we have one generator, which you can now see. Right, to get a bit more space to work, I'm going to remove the side ladder just so that I've got a bit more room to move about. And I'm using my favourite new tool, which is a ratchet spanner, which came from the middle aisle of a certain well-known discount supermarket. Right, ladder now removed. I now have a little bit more space to get to things. Thank you to Fairymann for making the oiling stuff so accessible and sticking it right round the back. But the oil filler cap is here and the dipstick is here. So I'll now remove the dipstick, check the oil level, make sure we still have some in there, and remove the filler cap and then suck out the oil. Right, we will see what we can do. The dipstick is out, I've checked the oil and it was up to the maximum mark where it should be. I can now take my filler cap off and let some air in. And so it's turned off. Right, have the pump going into a jar. Doesn't take very much oil in this, so hopefully it won't fill up the jar too quick. Find the dipstick hole. Push it in as far as it goes. Hopefully we'll get some oil coming out. To dispose of this in my handy big oil container. Right, I think it all came out to the last jar because the noise of the pump distinctly changed as it ran out of oil to pump. We'll have another go just to make sure there's nothing else coming in. Yep, we've got a bit. I don't think I'm going to get any more than that out, so we'll call that empty. Okay, we took out 3 jars of old oil, which means as it was on the high side of on the top level of the dipstick, I need to put 3 jars back in, which is around about 1 litre. So I've got the 10W40 marine oil, which is the correct grade for the generator, and we will attempt to get 3 jars in without spilling it. I made the mistake last time I serviced the engine of not counting out how much oil came out, and I believe what it said in the manual. As a consequence, filled it up with too much oil, which meant it was the right game trying to get the new oil back out of the engine, the generator, and back down to the correct level, as it seems to take an age for the oil to equalise on the dipstick after you put it in. Oh, and I've put the dipstick back in before I do this, so it doesn't flow out the dipstick hole on its way down to the sump. That's the second jar. And hopefully I've got enough oil to fill the 3rd jar. I should have, according to the outside of the bottle. And there we go. Excuse me. And there we go. Now to put the oil filler cap back on. And the manual says, whatever you do, don't do this up with a spanner. Crossfade. So literally just hand tight and a little tweak. And that's it. Now I'll wait about half an hour for the oil to settle in the sump properly and check my dipstick level. Okay, we waited for about half an hour and I'm now in a position to check the oil and see what we've got. So, it's a bit tricky to catch this oil in the right place. And it's difficult to see where the dipstick hole is, which you've got to do by feel. And yeah, I think we're on the full mark. So we will now start the generator, make sure it restarts, but in noisy mode with no cocoon on. Right, that's quite enough of that. Bubbles are coming out the side correctly. The Victron Energy unit went on to absorption charge, so the electricity is coming out of the generator okay, and charging up the batteries okay, ready for the summer. All that remains now is to put the covers back on, and we're done. Okay, the cocoon is back on. We'll just give it one last start up just to make sure it goes. Which it does. Wait until the right lights come on, and then once I know it's all working, turn it off again. At which point I can then turn my shore power back on.